On the 25th of September 2023, founder of Karatbars, now Minebase.com, Harold Seiz, makes a public appearance by way of a webinar broadcast to announce his new cryptocurrency scheme. Within the first few minutes, Harold Seiz attempts to sell cryptocurrency as the future, claiming that there are currently over 3,000 digital currencies. On the 11th of November 2019, the German Financial Supervisory Authority served Mr Seiz with a cease and desist order against his Karatbars gold investment scheme and was ordered to repay investors. Mr Seiz now makes every attempt to convince his audience that his new cryptocurrency from Minebase.com cannot be manipulated, and attempts to procure potential investors using fear as the motivator, claiming that fiat currency will one day become worthless, and makes the preposterous claim that due to current inflation, fiat currency is only worth 10% of its value worldwide. Mr Seiz proclaims his Minebase token as the world's financial solution, claiming that the so-called tokens are produced by an exclusive smart contract. He then presents his systems, creative token production, and block trade protocol fee tracker software. The software has supposedly been engineered to create the Minebase tokens. Harold Seiz then presents what he believes to be the creation and exchange prices of the so-called currency, and attempts to induce potential investors by presenting an increased speculated value from $6.50 to an increase of $793,000. The system relies upon ongoing electronic wallet deposits in order to generate revenue. Mr Seiz encourages potential investors to create multiple wallets and make numerous deposits, creating so-called tokens that allegedly act to disguise the true monetary values funding the system. After the first 12 minutes of presenting the exchange of actual currency to this fictitious currency, Mr Seiz presents a video holding out various levels of commissions in conjunction with the levels of the extremely opaque Minebase compensation plan. Participation in the Minebase scheme ranges from $100 to $5,000, and participants are induced into purchasing higher packages to gain access to greater commissions. Mr Seiz fails to present any worthy investment and speculates the increase in value of the Minebase tokens and promises returns every 3 months. But on what real investment? Money is paid into the scheme, commissions are paid out of the system, therefore the investor's money has decreased in value from the outset. Mr Seiz fails to present any merit to substantiate any rise in value of deposits paid into the scheme, and claims that the token price is fixed. He claims that the tokens can return up to 700%. How can this be possible when the value of the deposits must decrease when commissions are paid to upline marketers? Harold Seiz then introduces his brand ambassador, Jimmy Larson, to share his thoughts on Minebase. Jimmy Larson is known to us as a former promoter of Linus, Lycanet and My World, which the Norwegian Gaming Authority, along with the authorities in Turkey, Italy, Switzerland, Poland and Austria, have declared to be an illegal pyramid scheme. Larson was named as one of 5 key promoters, which affected approximately 160,000 Norwegians. Mr Larson claims that the Minebase compensation plan represents a global opportunity, then proceeds to attempt to sell various empty packages ranging from $100 to $5,000 in order to qualify for various commissions. Our inquiries revealed that Minebase.com is not registered or licensed to operate in numerous countries, therefore could not be considered to be a lawful global enterprise. Larson's role in the company seems to be recruitment and training. The scheme seems bereft of any real product, investment or service. The revenue possibilities seem to come from commissions derived from the deposits of recruited investors into the scheme. In the closing statements, Harold Seiz holds out a 90-day action plan, doubling the commissions within the scheme. This only reinforces that deposits paid into the system are further devalued when commissions are paid to upline marketers, investors and further participants. Mr Seiz claims that the Minebase tokens would eventually be worth a significant amount of money. In reality, the Minebase tokens are essentially worthless and likely to result in further financial loss to investors and marketers. It is misleading to call a deposit into a digital system a cryptocurrency. The conversion of real money, meaning fiat, to digital within the back office of a website is not a currency by any economic definition. If anything, it is an unregistered, unlicensed security. No worthy investment exists, and when commissions are paid to upline marketers, investments instantly lose value. Further deception lies in the terminology used: coins, tokens, block trade, or whatever nonsense words are used to attach to lines of code stored on ledgers called blockchains in an attempt to convey legitimacy or technological sophistication. Cryptocurrencies offer no product, no service, and no revenue streams. The project that crypto represents accomplishes nothing that cannot be accomplished by other means and adds no value to our economies. At best, crypto is a vehicle for speculation in a zero-sum game of chance, and at worst, an instrument of crime. Seiz seems to find vulnerable investors and marketers presenting the financial narrative of mistrust with the regulated financial system and proclaims that his Minebase.com system can be the future of money and create wealth. Each claim is unsubstantiated, and the system without any provable real investment taking place is unsustainable. Minebase.com appears to be operating a financial services business in a manner that is likely to attract vulnerable consumers to invest in its financial services. However, it is not licensed to provide financial services in many countries in which the scheme is being promoted, which means consumers will not be protected by regulatory authorities. The returns promised by Minebase are unrealistic. Consumers should treat exorbitant rates of return with extreme caution. Minebase accepts crypto assets as payment and is not a registered company in numerous jurisdictions. Consumers do not have the same protections as they would doing business with registered and licensed companies, and if they paid by other means, such as transferring funds to a bank account. Minebase encourages investors to recruit new investors into the scheme. This is a classic sign of a pyramid scheme and appears to have no worthy investment or any financial prospectus available, which would presumably mean that commissions are paid from investments, which are the hallmarks of a Ponzi scheme. If you have lost investments with Karatbars or Minebase, we invite injured parties to contact us at BE Conflict Management for professional legal representation in order to recover investments.